oftentimes when we're going to make a big decision, it's been wrestling itself in our minds for years and years and years. So we've been thinking about it. We've been fantasizing about the other end. We've been dreaming about how amazing we'd feel if we were just rid of this one thing or changed this one thing or had this one thing, right? So we're already setting ourselves up for disappointment by fantasizing about something, because as we all know, fantasies are never, ever, ever real. We can have amazing outcomes and wonderful things, but normally those are not the product of having expectations. It's, no preconceived notions. So that's really important. So when you're on the other side, after you've made the decision, you want to look back and say, how did I fantasize this? What did I think it was going to be like? And how is that different from what it is now? Because then you'll really start to understand what it is that you're questioning. So, because to ask the question, how do you know if I made the right decision? How do I know if I made the right decision? Is a really big question. So that's the key to understanding if why you're questioning it is because of built up expectations or fantasy. Another thing to consider is the state of mind you were in while you were dreaming, while you made the decision, and where you are now. So oftentimes when we are wishing things were changed, we're sort of in a lower state. We're already wanting something to be changed, therefore we're surrounding ourselves with something that's not ideal for us. So how could we possibly be in the best state for us? It's not possible, because what you're focusing on is where you don't want to be, which lowers you. So that is a big key to also understanding your decision. So examine, what state were you in when you made the decision? Were you upset? Were you depressed? Did you know there was another way, there was a better way? Because often when we make the decision when we are depressed, when we know there's a better way, our decision leads to a step, not to a final outcome. There are no real final outcomes, but it's hard in our normal states to go from poor to rich, or miserable to ecstatic. That does happen, but it's very rare, because our minds like slow progress. We don't think they do, but that's actually how they prefer to go. So examine not only what fantasy you built up, but also what state you were in when you made the decision to do what you did. Whether it was to leave a company, leave a person, leave a geographic location, whatever it was, and see where you were. The next step is to see where you are now. Making a change of any kind can be very hard, especially on our emotions, which is really what drives all of these questionings. So where are you now? Are you mourning something? Because that's normal. Getting over, if you're moving to Canada, even though you thought it would be an amazing thing, but you are, it's 20 degrees colder there, you're going to be a little upset for a while. It's going to take your body and your mind time to adjust to what's going on. If you've left, sorry, I'm looking at my cat. She's so cute. You've all seen her by now. If you left your old job and you're working from home now, it can be really lonely sometimes, especially if you don't have cute cats around. You're going to miss talking to people. You're going to miss having an interaction all day. You're going to miss having distractions. And that can just be a really hard toll on you. So no matter what it is you changed, even if you changed to something truly amazing that you've been looking forward to for a long time, you're still going to mourn the old life, the old way of doing things, because that's how you were comfortable. And comfort to us humans is really, really, really huge. I mean, comfort really drives everything. What we watch, what we wear, what we listen to, what we eat, who we hang out with. So anytime you leave that comfort zone, it's going to take you a while to adjust. And also with the state of mind thing, you're now in the place where you want to be. You've identified what it is that you might be mourning, which is really big. Now you can really look at, okay, how do I connect most with my higher self, with my spirituality? What do I do? And then do that. Go into your meditations, go into your dialogue with your higher self in any way that you normally do, and get to the highest state that you can, and then ask the question, what did I do? Did I do the right thing? Because after you've rationally identified all the things that it could be, the fantasy, expectations, the mourning of whatever it is that you may have lost, then you're sort of like, okay, subconscious, these are the things that it could be. And that starts the mind to like sort of relax, right? You kind of know what it might be that is making you upset. And that is a truly wonderful tool to have. Because often when we know why we're feeling something, it's sort of like the anxiety goes away. Like, oh my God, what did I do? That sort of subsides. So get in touch with your higher self, your angels, your guides, whoever you talk to, for reassurance and clarity and direction, and ask, and if you feel expanded and good when you say, did I do the right thing? Then you should know that, okay, just ride it out. It'll get better. Ask for more clarity, ask for signs about what your next step should be, because sometimes, these things are just steps. We have expectations, again, of how amazing we could be, what our lives could be like. But then once you get there, it doesn't stop. I mean, you just can keep going and going and going. And if you have a preconceived notion of who you are, that'll get you in trouble, because oftentimes we just can't even perceive how our life is going to look if we just keep plodding along at the direction of our higher self. So those are my that's my answer to this question. I know it was rather intricate and long, but big decisions warrant big reflections. So I hope this helps. I will try to put the steps down below in text form for you so that you can follow them better. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you are confident in all the decisions that you make, even though it can be really hard to get there sometimes. And of course, if you need extra help, you can always book a session with me. Okay? So lots of love, lots of compassion, lots of empathy. Everything is sort of crazy at the moment, for me too. So do the best you can and live your life with love. Bye. Please feel free to share this video with anyone you think might be interested. And if you're not already on the list, go over to psychiclife.tv and get yourself on there. You'll get more readings, videos, and blog posts. Have a great day.